Welcome back to $600 Man. I'm Rustin Klein, and I'm here MC and host of this fantasizing channel about rebuilding and strengthening my life. I'm a veteran of the United States Army, and I am an amputee. Uh, it's an amputee of the leg, and I'm going to be taking us through his life and steps. You're going to come with me. Yeah, you can come with me and figure out how to do all this stuff, because I'm not a professional photographer or cinematographer. I'm just a dude, and I don't have electronics. I'm trying to meld them together. That in the corner over there is my prosthetic leg. It's about 60, 70 pounds heavy stuff. And to do it, I have to strap it on to my residual limb right there. And I have to go through learning these documented exercises my physical therapist has given me. And they're not too extensive. They're just, to be repeated over and over again. And you're going to come with me through those. Because I'm sure it'll be grueling, because I've been just sitting on my butt in this wheelchair for a year. And I didn't want to start the process of going through the rehabilitation until I was up for it mentally. And I was also addicted to opioids. And this also was part of going through the motions of the rehab, which was a year at the VA, going every week and getting a shot, which is Sublocade. The Sublocade is a subcutaneous shot into my gut that's supposed to be like Suboxone, except Suboxone is once a day and Sublocade is once a year. And so the Army's VA process has been testing this before it gets approved through the FDA for mass distribution, because they want to see if it works first. And I'm one of the guinea pigs, or test subjects, you may call it. And very glad, because it kicked me off the opioids pretty good. Within about 2 days, I was fine, not going to withdrawals that have come accustomed with getting with opioids, like Oxycontin and heroin. This was a doobie. This is the opioid is the for fentanyl. Maybe it's stupid. So it's fentanyl, and it's running rampant through the United States. And I was subject in this test, taking this injection. So it would simulate the same thing as Suboxone, which was I had been on before, many years ago, when Oxycontin was running the rampage. And I used I used the Suboxone then, and it was fantastic. If you're going to come off an opioid and not go through withdrawals, that's what you wanted. You just used your wherewithal to get, make sure you took it every day. Well, you would remind yourself, quite frankly, okay, because you didn't feel good if you didn't. You didn't. You would come off that withdrawal train and horrible. So the Sublocade shot replaces that whole process, which is good, because it helped me. I didn't have to take Suboxone, which was good, because it's not horrible, but it's. And the Sublocade was part of the study, the BRAVE study at NVA in Seattle. And what was great about it is that I only had to do the shot once a month, and then I would forget about it. And it was just massively great. I just kicked that in 2 days, and I say 2 days because I had to be under observation the first 2 days in the hospital, so I could see if I was going to turn into, Frankenstein or something, and monitor my blood pressure and all that, to make sure it's okay. And it was great. Nothing bad existed, and I'm safe to say that got my approval, and what it allows them to do is see how I'm doing, and I get to see how I'm doing, and then we get to provide that data to the rest of the VA. So the study is helping, hopefully, many, many vets who are addicted. And there's a study, you go in, and some people don't stay with it. And that staying with it is, they fall off the wagon and they go use, and they don't come back. And, I understand that because of what, addiction. It's a cruel thing. And you kick the habit, and then you go, well, now what do I do? I used to do this, I used to do that during the day, and now I don't do it. I don't have to cook up a pill or get the foil or do this, do that. It just, because you didn't have those sub things going on in your life, your rituals. Um, you kind of get like homesick. You go, what do I do? And so you got to find something else to do. And that includes, maybe some of the people you're hanging around with, maybe some of the things you do that were connected to the addiction. Maybe smoking cigarettes and doing blues, fentanyl, you get them together. Now, I don't smoke either. So I got rid of that habit out of my life because to me, it was connected to the fentanyl use. And so away it goes, smoking. And that was less harrowing than most people have explained it. Because quitting cigarettes is supposedly, and I've done that a long time ago, horrendous. And this time I did it, didn't even look back. And so what I did was I saved up the moments to save myself from peril, and now I'm ready for physical therapy. I wasn't going to go through physical therapy, addicted to anything, because the masks that you put on to do well, and the pain that you're not going through because you're on these painkillers, and they're not even real. They're little bits of fentanyl in them. It's a mental thing, and very strong mental thing. And so I didn't want to face the physical therapist tricking myself. So once it was gone, then I went into physical therapist saying, okay, now I'm ready. So every 2 weeks, I get on the transportation mechanism that lifts my wheelchair up in the van, puts me on, and then I go off from Boston, Washington to Seattle, Washington, where the VA is. And I do my rigorous therapy with my therapist, which I won't be able to film during the time because um, there are not a lot of any cameras in the hospital due to HIPAA and all that good stuff. They're not allowed to show any data live, or it's confidential, and, it's patient's rights and stuff. So, um, when I go to the VA, I go, "Hi, I'm going in," and then I'll disappear, and I'll come back out and tell you how it is. And through that progress, we're going to learn how to get up and walk. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some agony. Take me being a baby and getting through it. Looking forward to it in the long run. Kind of looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting that leg on, and walking. I don't want to fall. So that's the secondary purpose of physical therapy is learning how to balance and walk and not fall, because man, falling hurts. That's just, it's not a cliche. It hurts. You land on a hip bone and bam, you are out of commission. And luckily, or non-luckily, you don't break anything. I've landed on my shoulders. I've cracked my collarbone. I fell on my head. I don't want to go through that. So I'm taking it slow and methodically, and um, get up on that leg. It's a highfalutin piece of machinery there, that bionic prosthetic. It's got a CPU chip in it so that it gets calibrated with the machine, and it calibrates to understand the swing of your leg when you walk, because you don't go, front, forward, front. You swing your leg out a little bit and accommodate your gait, and it's there to recognize all that in the computer and train itself how to walk with you and manage your weight and calibrate that through the machine. And then, so it's not just sticking the leg on and here we go. It has a lot of work, and still got a lot to do with the mental, because that's what's going to drive my residual limb um, to move forward and go. Is that, and you're going to walk with me through all that, and we're going to build ourselves up again to become stronger, better, faster, cleaner, as $600 did. See you next time.